I woke up to this nightmare literally out of a sound sleep, from the sounds of banging on the door, frantic banging and screaming. One of my neighbors from down the street was screaming, "Help me, help me, please let me in," this female voice screeching into the night. Well, I'm not one to just sit there and listen to somebody banging on my door, so of course I grab the shotgun, I run down to the front door, and then I realize she's at the back door. And turn around, still screaming. She can she can see the lights coming on and hear me coming down the stairs. What the hell? What's going on? I just yelled through the door. What? What's going on? She said, "Help me, help me, help me." Now, in my area, you don't just open your door to the sounds of panic, or else you'll get 6 guys rushing through your door. So I was like, "What?" So I looked out the kitchen window, and sure enough, she was by herself. But not only was she by herself, but her clothes were in tatters. Shit, what happened to this one? And she's bleeding. Crap. So I ran over, and just as I undo the deadbolt, I hear her scream into the night. Just this scream of sheer terror. I slam the door open, and she's backed up on the porch, just backing away to one side. I see her, I spin around and look, and there's something in the dark staring back at us. Something big and nasty. It was a fairly clear night, so I could see it was vaguely humanoid. And those eyes, those deep yellow eyes. And I swear, I could hear a growl. What the fuck? She starts screaming, "Oh my God, it's here! It's here! Oh God, it's gonna kill me!" I bring up the shotgun and I level it off, and this thing begins to advance. Well, let's hope nothing on the other side feels this double-out buckshot, and I fired. It seemed to flinch, so I chambered another round real quick and fired another one into it. Oh, this thing felt it all right. It started screaming in pain. It didn't actually fall, but instead it took off running. I chambered another round and looked and backed up to her, said, "Come here, come here," while keeping my eyes on that area. And I literally grabbed her by the arm and dragged her inside, slamming the door shut, locking the deadbolt. I spun around and said, "Okay, what the fuck was that?" She "I don't know. It was in the house. It was in the house." I was like, okay, hold on. And I went and got my first aid kit, and I also got her a soda so she could have something to drink. I'm sure she just didn't want water from the tap. And it's like, okay. As I tried to patch her up, I could see that she was, well, almost maimed. These looked like claw marks and bite marks. What is it? I just had to ask, okay, what was that? These aren't knife wounds. What is going on? I don't know. It was just there. I heard the window break, and I got up, and it was just there. I tried to run, and it started clawing at me. I swear, it just came at me, just started stabbing me. Okay, calm down. Take a breath, take a couple more drinks. I kept patching her up and cleaning her wounds. Thankfully, nothing was too deep, so I wouldn't have to call the paramedics. Maybe I should have, but I know how expensive they can be, so I even asked her, "Do you want me to call them?" She just shook her head. Well, with all the hyperinflation, I can't be surprised that they don't want us to call. Regardless, here we go. I had to stay with her for the rest of the night. Thankfully, I'm retired, so I didn't have to wake up the next morning. Kind of felt weird, a retired guy with this young, I'm guessing their early 20s. At least I didn't know until I asked her. Almost 21, if you're wondering. Felt kind of weird having somebody the age of, well, younger than my daughter, actually. So So can you think of any reason anybody would attack you? She just shook her head. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, it's not like it tried to hold me down, and oh God, was it there to, oh God. I had to hold her and embrace her, just put my arms around and hold her, and she shook, just trembling. It's like, are you sure you don't want me to call the cops? She was like, later, just wait. It's like, okay. And I just stayed there until her grip began to loosen around me. About 3 hours later. What was it, 2 a.m.? 3 a.m.? 4? I don't know. I don't remember, but she finally relaxed. I was like, alright, are you sure you're okay now? She had finally got her wits about her and said, yes, I'm fine. I'll be fine. We're going to have to call the police and get the report. Good to know she was back to herself. I went and called the cops, had them come over. It didn't take them too long to show up, but it does take forever, especially in the middle of the night. I'm sure they've got other things to deal with besides a simple break-in. They arrived, and she started giving her statement. They went over to the house, and I was told to stay put. I could see the lights flickering over there. For some reason, they didn't turn any of the lights on the inside, which was weird. It's like, what the hell's going on? Next thing I know, I hear shots and screams. I was like, what the fuck? Of course, I grabbed a shotgun, make sure I still got one in the chamber. Oh, crap. And I loaded up the rest of them inside. I don't care. Cops can arrest me for having too many shells in the tube. I don't care. Whatever the hell is out there is not coming in here. And I hear pistols just emptying inside that house. And as I'm standing there by the back door, I see that same female silhouette come booking around the side, screaming, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, fuck, and she'd run right past me. I already had the safety up, and just as something came around the corner that didn't look human, I just started blasting. Chambered, blasted, chambered it, blasted, chambered it, blasted it. This thing kept flying backwards with every shot. The next ones weren't double-aught buckshot. Oh, hell no. If I run out of double-aught buck, I'm using slugs, mother. Ooh. That thing was just squealing like a pig in pain, and a second one made the corner, and I blasted that one. I swear I must have caught it in the neck the way it flinched and fell back. I still couldn't see them very well because it was dark out. I didn't have my floodlights on. Even then, they wouldn't go around that corner. So I backed up into the house. I locked the house. It's like, what's wrong? What happened? And she's just shaking again. She ran into the bathroom and got into the tub. She closed the door. She locked it behind her. And I come in. Hey, what's going on out there? What is going on? And it didn't take more than another minute before I could see red and white and blue flashing outside my door as the headlights were flickering through the trees, and the red and blue lights from every police cruiser in the area came flooding into our neighborhood. They went into the house, and I could hear them screaming and cursing. No more shots were fired. But I can pretty much hazard a guess what happened to those officers when we actually saw the van for the coroner pull in. I kept knocking on the door. Hey, the cops are outside. You sure you don't want to talk to them? And she never answered. What the hell's wrong? I finally got fed up and said, fuck it. I popped the lock, opened the door, and said, okay, you're going to tell me what in the hell is going... What the hell? I looked at her still curled up in the tub, and she looked up at me with those eyes. Her green eyes were now basically glowing as she looked at me. She just looked and said, Something's wrong. I backed up a little bit as I saw that her hands had started to become claws of some sort. What the? Oh, dear Lord. Without thinking, my fingers slowly moved up and popped the safety off, and then moved towards the trigger. I didn't raise the shotgun. What in the hell was going on? What was happening? Her legs were also this odd, contorted mess of bone and muscle. It almost didn't look human. I mean, she still had human skin. But what was happening to her? I started backing out, and suddenly she looked at me and had just this vicious look on her face, and she jumped. Before I could even raise my shotgun, she was on top of me. So I used my free hand to block her. I had my forearm across her throat trying to keep her back, but her arms were down on my shoulders. Her claws were starting to dig in, and I yelped in pain. Being an old man, I don't have the strength I used to have, and I was trying to keep her off. And she looked right in my eyes, and I swear to you, she growled at me. And next thing I know, she leaped forward down the stairs. She hit the bottom, she turned, and she was gone. I heard skittering around the corner. And just gone. I grabbed a shotgun and run downstairs as fast as I could. I got there and I look and the front door was wide open, and the police are sitting there looking. What the hell was that? And they see me standing there with a shotgun. Of course, they draw their weapons up. I just dropped the damn thing and said, "Whoa, whoa, guys, whoa, whoa." I don't know what that was either. I had to finish out the rest of the night filling out police reports, which if you haven't done that before is very difficult to do. Especially when they keep asking, "Yeah, stop lying." I'm not lying, this is what happened. Did you see the bodies of your police officers? That was no break-in. They didn't want to believe me until one of the higher-ups, I don't know what he was, I don't know if he was a chief, I don't know if he was a whatever, I don't care. He just pulled me off to the side and said, "Look, this is one of those cases where we're just going to say it's a little odd to know what we all saw tonight." Now, I've been around it long enough to know that's a polite way of saying, "Dude, shut the fuck up. You didn't see anything. No one's going to believe you anyway." So I did just that. I would have left it at that, but it seems like almost every time I'm out by the fire, yes, I do that. I'm one of those guys who lights a fire. Just want to sit there, either strum my guitar or smoking a good cigar, emphasis on good, or just enjoying the night air. But every once in a while, I swear, I can tell something's moving around me. It never comes into the firelight, but something is moving around. I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's those other ones who've come to get a little bit of payback. I don't know. I know tomorrow I'm going to get a couple of dogs. No better alert system. But right now, I think I'll sleep with a shotgun pretty close. Because before it came for her, I really don't want them to come for me.